Bye. Glitter bombs, people create matter. It's gonna be I'm here just to chill, and the word freeze picture. My sound. No. How's it now? Hold on, I'll fix it. I cannot have my sound screwy. How's that? Is it all better? Oh, shitty. Okay. Because my sound has been pretty good all since I've been fucking with it. I have been fucking with it. Cheers, girl. Hop on up here and smoke a bowl with me. How you doing? What you doing tonight? Anything? It is freezing here. Like, I got my heat on. I'm froze to death. Cheers. So what I plan on doing tonight is just smoking a bowl, and I'm going to work on peeling off that paint for the rest of Tandoori's overlayer. So what I'm doing is I'm making a fish, like the body of the fish and body of a couple of different characters onto the thing. And it's going to be placed onto the acrylic board, and it's going to be gorgeous. Yeah. What you doing tonight? What you doing tonight? What's everyone at tonight? I am worried that this is not going to peel off right. I have a funny feeling this is not going to peel proper. So I have to adjust myself accordingly and try not to peel it off without tearing it. So nothing too hot. It's bitter here. I swear to God, this is going to change to snow. 1st of July. We're having a big old downpour. It's nasty. I have my heat on. I was thinking hot cup tea, smoke a bowl. I figured out my Facebook. I now have a Facebook page called Cheryl's World, the artist. I think it is. Because I fucked up one page and I scrapped it. So there's kind of like 2 now. So, and when I get to the very end of it, it says, please pay here to boost your, and I'm like, fuck me. So then I has the page set up. I sets up the whole page. So now I have my own Facebook and I have Squirrels World, the artist. So I could go on StreamYard to this platform and I thought, I was a dummy when I assumed that you could do 2 platforms. Oh, you can. From StreamYard, you can do up to 5 platforms on StreamYard if you pay for the upgrade. It's like, here's your carrot, squirrel. Smells good, don't it? Smells good. No, you can't have your carrot. That's like, here's your bowl. But you can't burn your shit in your bowl. Yeah, no fire to your bowl. I'm like, what the hell? It's like, no, you cannot have extra free stuff because you have to pay for it. And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm going to go to StreamYard. If I'm using StreamYard, I'll just use StreamYard and just do it for free. I don't need to platform off 2 things. My friends know I'm here, right? Or the people that subscribe to me knows why I'm here. Because it comes up, don't it? I think so. But maybe it don't if I'm on StreamYard. This internet is crazy. Simply, I think I added you on Instagram too. It looks like you. I was like, damn. Whoop whoop. Josh, I don't know how you got the fucking any hair left on your head. Because you runs the whole social media aspect of that shit. Josh, I was legit 3 hours making a Facebook page. Oh, drop your link in. Okay, my love. I'm coming. Dropping the linkage. Come up with me, boys. You smoke a bowl. Yes. But you have some nerves of steel or balls of steel because I literally spent 3 hours for them to tell me I needed a credit card to sell my shit still. I'm like, nah, it's not going to work that way. Yeah, I'm running out on all of it. Man, you need, first of all, patience. Patience is something the squirrels always lacked, okay? Patience is not for me. So when I'm in there, I'm like, oh, boop, boop. You think it'd be like easy, computer friendly. No. You have levels to that shit. It gets harder as it goes on. I'm not business, first of all, number one. So I don't have business hours. I don't have this. I don't have an address. I don't have this. I don't have that. I'm like, and then at the very end of it, it's like, please submit your payment. And I'm like, payment? I'm like, this is Facebook, people. Yes. To create like a little bumper sticker that goes out there for people for like an advertisement, like your Brain Jerk Entertainment thing. Yeah. If you wanted to create that shit costs money. It's called boosts. So if you boost your page, it costs money. Man, listen, I'm trying to boost myself. I can't afford to boost a whole fucking page. Right? You need I would imagine you would. Yep. I would imagine you would. Did y'all get the link, spies? Or am I freaking out here? Yeah. The link is there. The link is there, people. Come up if you want to come up. I'm burning one. I don't know about you. Jazz. Oh, and I'm on the Instagram too. Me. I'm like, okay, Squirrels World 2021. Who else has Squirrels World? There is another Squirrels World. They suggested 2021. Okay. Sure, there's a lot of squirrels out there. I know there's a lot of nuts like me. So, I am smoking a bowl. Cheers. Cheers. I want to get my paintings. So, where someone sees a painting and says, oh, that's squirrels. I know that's a squirrel. Yeah, I want to do it too. I got confidence, and that's not mistaking that for cockiness, because I never knew how to paint before Christmas. I wouldn't be able to think about picking up a brush to my hand. And now I've got a shit ton of paintings. I do. And I don't even want to break out the bag, because the bag has more paintings of stuff I didn't even know I had. Right? So if I'm patient with myself, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get my shit together. I am, first of all, Claire. Hello, my dear. How are you? Come up and say hi. If you're in the mood, how you feeling today? Bamboozle. It's a time lag, so if you want to come up, I will wait for you to say hello. And you did say hello, so I'll wait for you to tell me what you're doing today. How you doing? I'm about to get my friggin' paring knife out to trace and cut out the fish belly for Tandoori's fish painting. For Tandoori's, what you call it? Yeah, come up. Yeah. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. I have a smile on my face, so I can't beat that, right?
Right. Yepers.
Yep. I managed to pay off my bills yesterday, and I said to my mom today, because I gave her the last of the payment on the cable, and I said, I got all that paid off. I said, that feels pretty good. She's like, it's July 1st, right? And I'm like, what does that mean? She's like, you get to do it all over again this month. And I'm like, fuck. It's like, what the hell? Right? It's like, you can't let me have that one moment. No.
That's why I'm trying to get my bills down as low as possible.
Yes. Now they gave me a break. Josh says, hi, Claire.
Hi, Josh.
No, I was paying, it was $180 a month for phone, internet, and cable. And that's a lot, right? It's a lot for me anyway, right? And I said, no, I can't afford it. And they said, well, we can't really do much. We're going to increase it now. And I said, what do you mean you're going to increase it? So over the past 6 months, it's been going up $5 a month. And now I was like, no. I said, you're going to have to do something better or I'm going to take my business elsewhere. I said, we don't have a contract. I said, my contract is up. He said, well, we can go another year. He said, and we'll do it for $130 a month. I was like, thank you. That's the difference between coffee and not eating. Right?
Yeah.
It's
That's
a
what ours
difference.
is too about that.
That is a lot.
My son, he likes to play games, multiplayer online, role-playing type of stuff.
Yep.
With his friends. And he wanted the faster internet, so we pay out the ass.
Really?
Yeah. It keeps going up too. They were trying to change it to where if you use a certain amount of data that you have to pay extra and all those. So.
Oh my God. Now I remember when I had a cell phone, it was you had to pay for extra data. If you didn't pay for extra data, they would charge you. But if you had leftover data, you would lose it. And I would tell them, I said, can't you just roll over my data? I don't use it all month. And they were like, oh no. And I said, but if I went over, you'd charge me. And they were like, well, that's where we make our money. I'm like, dude, you shouldn't tell me that. Right?
Right. I found somebody to get some seeds from, so I just have to text them real quick.
Okay.
Because they made it legal today.
Nice. Now you're in the States, right?
Yeah, I'm in Virginia.
Virginia. Yeah. Cool. That's awesome. Oh, do it, girl. Do it. Get some seeds going. Are you starting them off in cups? Do you have a plan for them?
He has seedlings that are already started, and he has seeds. So I might get a. I don't know how much they are yet. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to send a text because I'm really not all that used to cell phones.
Okay.
I got a new phone after I had my old phone for a few years. Before that, I never had a cell phone.
Really?
And now this new phone is a little tricky. It
What kind
lets
of phone
me,
is it?
say, Android.
An Android. Okay. I'm not
It's
sure
like
what to tell you.
$350.
It's been
Or,
ages since I've had a phone. Like too long. My cousin gave me a iPhone 4, and I don't know how to hook it up yet because I don't have a charger or anything for it. I was like,
oh, well.
I got nothing for it, so I got to get a charger for it and all that. So, I thought we were going to get a massive storm here because Mass yesterday seen it, and it was like the weather was coming up towards where we were. And right now, it's been raining all day, but it hasn't had like torrential or anything. It's still just damp out, but the rain is still coming down. It's so cold.
So you didn't get it too bad?
Whoop whoop! Virginia is legal, he said.
Yeah, finally. I mean, I didn't even expect it to happen. All of a sudden, we just hear in the news, oh, we're legalizing. And then not long after that, they decided to speed it up. Instead of 2025, they're going to let us grow our plants starting right away.
They
It's like
need
the
money.
best year ever.
They
It's like
need
I've been
money.
waiting all my life, all my adult life for this.
You know they're taxing the fuck out of it, right?
Yeah, I know, but at least you can drive around with some weed in your car.
True.
I don't know about bongs and stuff, though. There's still a penalty for those. So I'll be rolling joints.
Right.
So as soon as I found out weed was being legalized, that's when I started smoking again. Because for about almost a year, I was just saving money by not getting some. But I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I'm relapsing.
You relapse. That's not a
I'm gonna,
relapse.
I'm
That's
gonna
getting.
celebrate life. I really enjoy smoking weed.
Oh, there you go. Right? That's not a relapse. You didn't get up and sell your TV for a draw of weed.
I'm over here trying to figure out how to send a text. I'm just gonna add them to contact.
And then it should give you an
Where did
out.
it go? Oh no.
It went right to your contacts.
It did, but without a name. Just okay, I'm gonna look at the number and see I only have I can either I know it. I think I should know better, but maybe I'm just too high. Okay, now I go to my messages and then I look for that phone number that I just put in there,
Okay.
I assume. Oh, this sucks. I hate technology. It's a
I
lot of
know.
relationship.
I think it's neat. I think it's pretty neat. The stuff you can do.
It is, yeah.
It's crazy.
My husband's had cell phones since like the time of beepers and everything. He's always had one,
Right?
but I only got to use it once in a while. Not very often either. If I needed to make a phone call. So I guess I'm old school, reading maps and finding my way. through life.
You can
If you
do it.
break down on the side of the road, you wait for somebody to stop and help, type of thing.
Oh no. As where I would have freaking screamed.
I hate that. I hate when a car leaves you on the side of the road. I've had that happen a lot. I still
That's mean.
haven't figured out how to fucking send a text. I know how to do that. Just let me be right back. I'll go get my son. He can show me. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, this skin is going to be peeled. This skin is going to be peeled. I have to. Oh, this is turning out pretty neat. This skin is working. This skin is working. This is going to be satisfying, Josh. It's like scratching a ticket. I like scratching tickets. Ooh, wow. This is fun. See, I'm working with this. This here is called a skin. Yep. Because it's a paint skin. It's skin from the paint left over. Oh my God. This worked out so well. So now I get to put this on a piece of cardboard and a cotton board, and I cut out the little piece of fish that goes on to that black thing over there. So once I'm painting a varnish over that, so it's shiny, clear, and slightly hard, but still workable. C'est vous? C'est vous. Then I put a paint coat of like light color, pink, blue, rainbow kind of colors. Whitewash the whole thing. Another thing of varnish. Then I add the skin that I have cut out in the shape of tandoori farms. And it's going to be freaking cool. And then I'm going to paint. No, then I'm going to varnish. Then I'm going to paint and complete the rest of the paint. Because there's like little tiny bits that I got to fill in after. And that's what I'm doing. I mean, it's called, I forget what it's called. It's like stain, but it's clear. I'm looking for some clear stain. It protects my paint. Because if I touch that black paint right now, it's going to be paint on my hands. And it's like sucking on a Smarties. Do you eat the red ones last? Nope. I eat them now. I love paint, Claire.
I'm back.
Look. Check it out.
Okay, hold on, because I'm still messing with my phone.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's all right. He was too busy to help me playing a video game.
What?
He tried a little bit.
He tried.
He doesn't want to let his friends down, and lose the whole game, so I get it.
How old is he?
28. Wait, no, 27.
Oh, Claire.
26. I know, I got 4, so I was thinking of the wrong one. I've got a 30, a 28, a 26, and a 24.
I bet you he bitches when the dinner is not fucking ready on time.
Oh, I don't make him dinner at his age. I did up till I guess we all moved out of the family house. I was always, not always, sometimes I would cook for everybody.
Yes.
And
Well,
like if you don't, and then they smell food and then they're hungry and then they're like, oh, well, I'm
where's mine?
hungry. Why didn't you make me any? I'm hungry too.
Right.
Well, here.
I would have
But
been like, you ungrateful little shit.
I decided that cooking isn't worth my effort. If I can avoid it, I do. It's a lot of work.
Oh.
Gosh, like you're spending an hour because when I cook, I want it to taste good and turn out good. So
Yeah. You
you
want to
put
make
all the extra
sure.
time into chopping up all those vegetables
Yep.
and
And they don't fucking want it. Or they want it, but they don't want to freaking do the work.
well, my son's all right. If we sometimes cook together.
Oh, that's all right then.
My other, they all have different personalities, my
I
kids.
literally went crazy today because I usually have a glass of pop or a bottle of pop at darts weekly. And this week I never went to darts. So today I was like, my sister was coming to pick up money. I'm like, you're taking me to the store. I bought pop so I could drink icy cold glass of pop. I'm like, yep. And it's diet. So it's not okay, but it's not horrible.
Alright. I don't do diet soda or anything. Nothing. Diet.
No, aspartame's bad.
Well, I made a decision yesterday and I thought, why didn't I like decide this before? I'm gonna just eat nothing but what's relatively good for me from now on.
Very lovely. I like
Yeah,
that.
so that means I can't go to the damn McDonald's drive-through, and even their salads aren't that good for you there.
No, none of that's any good. I trust you.
So
Trust
that's gonna
me.
cut out like a 1,200 calorie or 1,500 calorie meal.
This is it. The 5 minutes that you're starved at. It's not worth the calories that
That's
you're.
what happens is all of a sudden I'll get real hungry because I haven't eaten for hours or days even.
But you're
And I'll just
starving.
go to the fucking McDonald's and get me like a. So I'm basically sabotaging every bit of the starvation that I'm putting myself through
Yeah.
for nothing.
But my friend in my group, she said, you now that you're working out every day, she said you need to eat. She said you have to fuel your body, and I
Yeah.
said, well, I'm starving to death. She said, Shirley, how much you eat? And I said, I have my 3 meals a day. And she said, are you eating anything in between that? And I'm like, no. And she said, no. She said, I want you to have 6 small meals. She said,
Oh
it's
no, don't do that. I listen to that advice.
6 small meals.
I listen to this holistic doctor that explains anatomy and fasting is very good for losing weight. So the longer you can go without eating, the better. If you're overweight, like if you're skinny, you can't do that. But if you got a lot of extra pounds, you can afford to go a long time without eating, like fast as much as you can. That's my thing.
Cool. Cool.
Because your body goes through this chemistry after 12 hours or so. The longer, the better. That's when you're burning all that fat off. And it reduces your stomach size.
It's turning your fat into energy.
Yeah, like I can't eat hardly anything anymore without
Wow.
consequences. So I just have to eat a little bit. I can't be like, I can't even eat like a whole, like say I was at McDonald's and I got like a Big Mac meal or something. I could only eat half of that now because my stomach
What?
has shrunk. I used to be able to eat a whole one, no problem, like the whole thing,
Girl, I could eat.
and then some. But
But now that I've cut everything out, I find that when I do eat something takeout, it's like it don't make me feel good. Like I used to remember, I lived on takeout. Like I'd have it 6 days a week. Like I'd have Chinese food one day, chicken wings the next, pizza the next, Chinese food again. You know what I mean? I could live on it. But when I changed my diet and started eating at home, I became aware of what I was putting in and how I was feeling after. And then when I went out to take out, I would feel so heavy. Or when I do buy pizza, once a month I treat myself with a pizza now since January. So I'm like, whoa. When I eat it now, I eat one or two pieces instead of the whole pizza. Usually I could eat a whole pizza, no problem.
when I was young, I could eat like a small pizza. But
No, I'm talking about a normal big pizza, not a small pizza. I'm talking about like a large or jumbo.
the
I
food up in
I'd
Maine
sit
was
down,
so much
I'd eat
tastier.
half of it first. I'd eat the whole half of one first, and then I'd wait an hour or two, and I'd eat two more pieces. Then I'd eat two more pieces. It was done. I killed a jumbo pizza in a day. No sweat. No sweat. I could eat. I could eat double Big Mac. No sweat. That's like. And where's the beef? Where's I want dessert. But now I can't do that. Now I'm overloaded when I eat. When I has my normal meal, I'm like, whoo, I'm stuffed. But in an hour, I'll go grab an apple, knowing that I'm going to eat this apple. I might be hungry, but I won't be hungry now. So the apple will keep me nourished then till my next meal. Like I don't eat like chips or bar. I made myself what do you call it? Whole nuts, a bag of nuts, but I salted them and toasted them in the oven. So I didn't have to eat a bag of chips to take my craving for crunchy away. I'm fucking listen, I'm building the brick house. I'm like gonna be going like I won't be doing marathons. I'm not going to
If I get a hold of like a bag of salt and vinegar chips or a bag of like sour cream and onion, forget it. I'm gonna eat them things. I'm gonna eat
I'm
like
gonna
the whole
eat
thing, and then my tongue
girl
will be hurting,
a
and it's
big
like
bag
I
of
have like an
Doritos,
addiction.
great big bag of Doritos, not one of them personal bags, the family size bag. I could kill that, no sweat.
So
Yep.
now I can't
Can't
ever have
stand
another
the
potato chip.
chips.
That's gonna like in that alone, like there's
That's
no
like
way I
heaven.
can't.
That's heaven. That's my sister's idea of heaven,
I
not
know I
mine.
love them.
Right? Like you can sit there and you can, and then
Or
you're gonna
some
be like,
taco salad or something with like corn chips. So
spinach
delicious.
dip,
But I
spinach
could still
dip.
eat that. I just wouldn't be able to have like the chips because I'm not allowed to have chips anymore,
Or
period.
those, what is it? The queso cheese from freaking, it's like it's in a glass jar, and it's like spicy cheese. So you scoop your scoops
Yeah.
in them. You have it hot. You put it in a bowl. Oh my god, that I can't do. The other day I was at my mother's and my sister said, "Here," and she passed me a bag of Doritos, and I'm like, "Okay." And I had one. I cried. I got emotional because I missed it. Like I was like,
Mhm.
and I just ate probably five handfuls of chips. I with it like within minutes, and I said, "You have to not never do that again," because I can't just have one chip.
No,
Wait, and
do you know that they have like chemicals in them that makes you want to eat more,
I would have eaten the entire Costco bag.
and
It
then
was
you want to
like
eat something
freaking
else. You want to go for some ice cream or anything because all of these things have a form of MSG in them. Anything that is processed,
yep.
and it just makes you hungry. I mean,
Yes.
I can drink sodas without feeling hungry. I don't know why. That's what keeps me going. When I say I fast, no, I don't exactly fast. I usually drink coffee or soda or juice or whatever I want. See,
I
I'm not
always thought that was bad for you, see?
my oh it is, but my but I'm giving up the food and I said, well, I'll still allow myself to drink some soda and coffee and whatever I want to drink. Like,
Yeah.
say I want to cheat on my diet, I'll go have some, like a shake, like a milkshake or whatever. So I'm not like completely giving up everything for, you know, I
Yeah.
think it's doable.
Well, this is why I let myself, because pizza was my favorite thing in the world. So I has once a month I have pizza. The last pizza that I had last month, I put it in the freezer, and I had like pizza once a week.
See, my thing is, pizza, I wouldn't consider that necessarily bad for me. It's going to give me some fuel, but like, I mean, things like I'm not eating ice cream. I'm not gonna have
Yeah.
all those fucking snacks and cookies that I found in the freaking trash. I'm not gonna
Right?
like my. I said to my son here, here's a bunch of snacks, and they're in my room. So I'm like, okay, I'm starving. I'm just gonna eat a fucking cupcake because I don't feel like cooking nothing. So I'm like, I ate a couple of them cupcakes. I'm thinking,
Couple.
like this is not helping. What I'm doing is not gonna work.
No.
Not when I'm like getting like ordering pizza or going to the drive-through when I'm like starving to death. No.
Today I wanted fish and chips so bad. And I'm like, well, fuck this. I've got fish and I've got chips. Why can't I make it? So I just threw it all in the oven and made it, well, my healthy.
Now I just have to get more exercise on a regular basis.
Yes. I
And
find
I'm
that
not
by doing
disciplined.
it here at home, I have my rubber band. This kicks my ass. Legit. Because you can take it to any level you want, right? You can have it loose, but you can have it fucking tight too. Oh my God, it kicks my ass real
One
hard.
time I was getting in the shower and I fell on my elbow into the shower with all of my weight smashing onto my elbow. And then after that, I like spent the first night like, is it broken? I don't know. This might be broken. And then the second night, I was like, oh, yeah, it's probably broken, but it's a little better. But then it never healed off of that. It's a little better type of phase where I could not lift my head arm, like to do a jumping jack. My
Oh,
left arm would not go, and it's still fucked up. And this is like 3, 4 years, like so. I should be doing like my own physical therapy or something. It's not
yes.
terrible, but I feel it. It's like, oh, yep, still fucked up. I don't know what
Mine,
that was, a muscle or something that, like, I mean, the force of it, it didn't really hurt my elbow too bad, but it hurt my, like, right in the middle between my shoulder and my elbow.
yes,
But
yeah.
I didn't go to the fucking doctor for that. I don't know if I
You
even broke it.
should.
Huh?
You should.
Mm, it'll
Mm.
heal.
It'll heal. No, mightn't though. Might though. You might need some physical therapy for it, right?
No, really though, it's just a very, very mild pain. So I think I need to do exercise where I physical therapy that
Something
shit
better than
back.
reaching up
Yeah, like
and
that.
reaching down. You don't need weights
I
or a
can reach
bed.
over my head and everything, but if I try to go the sideways, if you go like sideways, you get your arm up pretty high,
Yep.
straight out, that is limited. I
Really.
can't on one side I can go way up over my head with it, but on that particular side,
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. My friend Sue, she's a part of our group. She's one of our sisters in her group, in our risk taker group. She is a personal trainer, and she
Yeah.
knows how to deal with different types of injuries and different types of exercises to improve your mobility if you're injured and whatnot.
Yeah.
So there
I
is exercises you could do to work it.
Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about, I was talking about my ankle having the hardware in it and how the cold makes, I don't know what happens in there, but it does not like the cold at all. But I
No.
think if I got all that metal stuff out, it would be all right.
It might be all right if it's all not fused together, right? Like I told you, my screw is become part of my kneecap now. To become part of the, because when they screwed in the kneecap, the whatever bone he grew over it. So now it's just, if he went to look for that screw, he said, where would I begin? He said, because it's completely covered over. He said, I took off some nodules of arthritis, but he said, I didn't see the screw. And I'm like, okay. So he said either it dissolved or it become
Wow.
part of your bone.
It's probably embedded in there pretty deep, right?
Well, I mean, it's a steel screw, so it don't dissolve, right? And that's what he
Yeah.
said. So he said, well, what best I can think, he said, is the cap that's here. It grew over your the way it should have. Everything is normal, he said. It's just your screw is in here somewhere. So I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, damn. I said, I don't care as long as I can move. Right?
They told me I bent my screw. Okay. I bent a screw. Great.
Right? Can't take back the screw. We
Fuck
can't
that
get your
screw.
screw. Your screws are not loose.
I feel like Frankenstein so bad, but it's okay. I love
No,
myself anyway.
that's right.
But now I got one sticking out of my. You know how they put the second time they put the pins in there in the
Yeah.
plates instead of screws, and now there's a pin wanting to come out the side of my foot.
Oh God.
I shouldn't say now
Exactly.
there's been a bump on the side of my foot for like 5 years, probably. However long ago this shit happened.
When it gets rainy, see see how it's risen? It rises with the rain, right? So when it gets wet out, the scar just breezes right out. That bump here, it gets big, and when it's not, it goes away. But I mean, like, if anything were to, when I feel my arm, I can feel the pins. There's a pin here. There's a plate. You know what I mean? You could feel the hardware in there. And
My sister, I don't think she had the surgery, but she broke it. Same thing. Her wrists, kind of low next to her hand. And my son did that too. And my sister's still in pain years after. She has to wear a brace, and her hands have bad arthritis in them too.
I would hate to feel arthritis come. Well, he told me to prepare for it, but I said, I hope there isn't. He said, I didn't leave much for arthritis to take to the wrist itself because most of it's hardware, right? But he said, you will have some form of arthritis. And I'm like, oh, I can handle
Arthritis.
that. Like when I can tell that this here is my hand and this here isn't. It's fucked up.
You know what? No, it doesn't have to be like that for you, though. I mean, the norm is people don't really eat right and take like the right herbs and medicines and plant and healthy stuff that they should. They're eating like junk food, and it's very fucking bad for arthritis. And so is sugar and all this other stuff, so you can definitely heal up.
Yes, I'm hopefully going to heal up. And I'd like to welcome whoever came to the chat. Welcome, welcome. You want to come on up here?
But I think if there are a lot of home remedies and healthy things that
Home remedies are better for
yeah.
you than any kind of pill, because every pill has a fucking.
Have you tried the organic apple cider vinegar that everybody talks about?
I have, but I don't like it. It's not something I like. It's not something I'm enjoying. But I wouldn't be able to do that every day. Fuck that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it, and that's not something I've incorporated that much either. And I didn't find any real health benefits from it, but who knows what's going on
It's supposed to be
with it
healthy.
really.
It's supposed to give you good gut health and probiotics and all that. But I think stuff like that's a bit of a fad thing. It's like, I think if you're going to do something, it should be a lifestyle change. So
Yeah,
it's forever then. Because you can't just go on a Atkins diet or go on a Weight Watchers diet. You're not
no.
going to be on Weight Watchers forever. You ain't going to eat friggin' cheese and meat forever, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to limit my bread intake too, but not cut it out completely. That's one of my favorite foods.
I'm having everything, everything that I can possibly eat, but I'm going to do it within reason and healthfully.
Well, maybe we could do this together because could use moral support, and I don't
Mhm.
have a scale, but I will know.
I haven't scaled myself since the last time I was at the doctor's, and I'm after since February. I started not drinking. I took myself away from drinking alcohol,
That's
and I
good.
started working out every day. And again, my pop, I limited my pop and I limited my takeout, but I still haven't done without food. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't do without food. And I have gone from size 24 down to a size 20. So 4 full dress sizes. Some makes are smaller now, some makes are bigger, of course, but I'm doing it by health. I'm doing it by my bingo arms,
Great job.
right? So the tighter I can get myself, the better I'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever go swimming?
I love swimming, but I haven't been there since this whole fucking COVID started.
Can you go in the ocean?
I would, but it's cold.
Yeah, but do you know well, depending on who you ask, cold water can be really good for you.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know if you know Brandon, but he takes cold showers. He's been doing that for a long time for
I heard of that.
mental health and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can hurt you if you don't do it right, it could cause you,
Shock.
problems.
Yes. Yeah. But I mean,
But
I'm
maybe
sure.
if you gradually kind of get yourself used to it, maybe take.
I think it'll
Also,
be
if you take
invigorating.
cold and hot, like say you're in the shower and you run the cold, I don't like this. I don't like cold water, but you alternate it. It really helps you open up, and your lymph system
Really?
helps clear out toxins from your body better. So, cold and hot, and scrubbing and stuff. Because we're supposed to be like moving around, like jiggling, and our bodies are designed to be like walking around, and that is like, say you're jumping on a trampoline, that's perfect because
Yeah.
that gets your lymph nodes and everything. I need to like start doing some of this stuff, but I need a job that entails a lot of work, like physical work,
Yes.
because I don't have the motivation or willpower to
To
go
do.
out there and work out and be in pain and all this. But if I know I'm trying to accomplish a job, I
Well,
a lot of
every morning
times.
I wakes up. I does my daily affirmation, and then I uses the rubber band. So what I'll do is I'll come on live here tomorrow morning while I'm doing my rubber band, and we could do it together. Supposing it's just the motion of the ocean. We don't have to use the band. We could just move our bodies.
Okay.
And it's just getting ourselves moving. And I'll do that. I can stand up over here and move that and adjust that. You see me. We do it together. It'd be fun.
If I'm on, yes.
And if you're not, I'll do it anyway, and it'll be there. And I'll come see you. I'll come check in.
Okay. I need to get some little hand weights or something.
Nah, you don't. Not yet. You got to get your body moving first. You got to get used to the movement, because the weights are only going to give you.
You know what my arm exercise is going to be, or is going to, my plan, my goal. Well, I need to do it now, and then, the exercise now. So when I do get a kayak or a canoe or something,
yes, that's a lot of going.
That's what I. Right. My hope and dream is to get out to my land, which is by the lake. So I'll be walking down to the lake for exercise, and I'll get in the canoe and paddle around. Cool. Or if it's nice enough, I can go swimming. Yeah, go fishing. There's a lot of fish in there.
Nice.
It's gonna be awesome. So excited.
Cool.
It's kind of roughing it, I'm not gonna have a house, but I did buy a camper, so I bought the camper and with a delivery included in the deal, and so I'm gonna have a camper out there, so I'm gonna spend a lot of time there.
Okay, I would too. Why not?
And try to cut trees down and maybe be able to do gardening and whatever I can accomplish.
Exactly.
That'll be my exercise, because I'm really not good at just like, okay, I'm going to take a walk every day. It might last for a month.
A minute.
Yeah, and then I'm back to like, oh, it's cold out. I don't want to go out.
Well, I was in, my first workout I did was with this lady asked me to come in and join a Zoom. And I was like, I don't know about that. She's like, no, these girls are good. And I went in, I got in early before she showed up. And she's like, why would she invite you here? I was like, what do you mean? She said, have you ever worked out before? And I said, no. She said, this program is for like marathon runners. Is she trying to kill you? And I said, no, this girl's my sister. She loves me. Right? Anyway, by the time I was halfway through, I thought I was going to die. But I got through the whole program. The girls were cheering me on. It was fucking awesome. So I took that program that I was dying from, and I made my own program with it. Something I can do. Something I don't have to kill myself every day to do. And it's repetitive. And it's fun because I usually have some kind of upbeat music going. And different days I changes it up and does a different routine. Right? But I'm still just the motion of movement. I used to use my glue bottle. And I do this and this. I tie my glue bottle on and I just move my arms, right? It's the only thing I can do. And this is part of one exercise. The other exercise, I'm using my band and I'm putting it behind me and I'm putting it forward. And it's just a matter of moving. So,
well, I've got a Stairmaster right here outside my door. I could just run up and down them stairs for part of my exercise.
That'll be a good part of it. While I'm doing the stairs, I'll do those stairs. We'll do it together because it'll be funner. I'll wait till you comes on.
Oh gosh, I'm afraid of commitment because I just don't like to let myself let people down.
Let's not commit. Let's just say, see me when you see me. And I'm going to end it at that because it's 1 hour. We did it, clear. I got an hour in. I was on here 3 hours the other night. Woo!
I know.
Woo!
Wasn't I there for part of it? Hey.
Yes, you were. But listen, I love ya, and I'll be back later on.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later on.
All right, my dear. You have a great evening, and I'll be around.
Okay. Bye.
Much love.